Hello everyone, welcome back to Special Angel Art Dolls. My name is Nicole and I am here with all 5 of my Reborn babies for Theme Thursday. Buttons and bows and more. And in addition to Theme Thursday, I'm going to start a brand new tag and I would absolutely love it if some of you would participate with me. If you like this tag and you do decide to participate with me, please let me know that you've done so, or feel free to participate in the comments below if you don't make videos. But if you do, let me know that you've made one so that I can go and watch it and share it on my community wall. So, let's get up close and personal with each baby. But before we do that, I'm going to tell you the one question that is in this tag. And that is, what are your Reborns or your dolls' personalities? So I love to build characters for my dolls. That's what brings them to life for me. That's what makes them exciting. And so each one of my dolls has a unique character of his or her very own. And so I'm going to share those with you, along with their full name and the age that I imagine them to be, because that's how I do things. And in addition to being a fun tag, I thought that this would help some of my newer subscribers get acquainted with my little collection here. And so let's get right into it. So first up, we have Lyndon Faith. She is my biggest, oldest, most beautiful Reborn child. She is the Aloenka kit by Natalie Blick, and she is 40 inches tall. She is my big girl and also my beloved girl. And so she is wearing a dress that was mine when I was a little girl. Let's straighten it up here, sweetie. Sorry. There. Now you're all ladylike with it over your knees. Yes. And she is representing Buttons fantastically because she has a row of 7 elephant buttons across her collar. She also has a bow in her blonde hair. And she is doing cover-ups as well because she has this little light sweater over this dress because it is a short-sleeved dress. Now, before I tell you about her personality, there's something special that she wants to share with all of you. Okay, so when Lyndon came home from school and found me getting all her little brothers or her brother and sisters ready for Theme Thursday, she wanted to dress someone for Theme Thursday too. And she's really been wanting a turn to hold Gussie Bear in a video. Gus is like becoming our mascot on this channel, guys. I don't know what's going on with that, but I kind of love it. I hope you guys do too. Let me know if you like Gus as our channel mascot. Anyway, Gus is wearing a little vintage romper. Of course, he has his big bow around his neck. It's okay, I'm just turning him so they can see him. His romper has 2 decorative buttons on the front. It's of course a little large for him, but you know, we make do. And he also has this Winnie the Pooh hat and matching booties. I think these are Winnie the Pooh. And so he's doing buttons and bows, and Lyndon says that he's also doing cover-ups because bears don't usually need coats and shoes. Clothes and shoes to stay warm, so they count as cover-ups. So let's see if we can, there we go. Now he's all cradled in your arms. Let's tuck his little leg in like this. There we go. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so perfect, Lyndon. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I don't know if I can get her shoe in the frame, but her little shoes have bows on the top. She is all decked out. And I know your dress is all rumpled up, but that's what happens when you hold a baby. And he's kind of our baby, isn't he? Yeah. There we go. Let's put his little hand up like that. There we go. That's so sweet. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about Lyndon's personality. So her full name is Lyndon Faith, and she is 6 years old. She is very nurturing and caring. She's a very thoughtful child. She is very bright. In fact, she reads well ahead of her grade level. She loves reading. She's very good at it. She also still loves being read too. She's very dreamy and she's very curious about other people. She likes to make up stories, and I mean, she can sit by herself and just get lost in her own little world for a long time. She loves pretend play. She loves nurturing, as you can see by the way she's holding Gus. She's very good with her little siblings and she loves to help with them. In fact, sometimes I have to remind her, like, hey, it's okay, you know, go play, go be a kid, I've got it. But she's very sweet and caring and nurturing like that. She can't stand for anyone to be upset. She has to do something. She loves all things girly. In addition to baby dolls, she loves princesses and unicorns and fairies. Of course, she's a big Disney girl. And she can also be a little bit of a diva. She can definitely loudly demand her own way, and frequently does, because Mama has spoiled her a little bit. We're working on it. Sharing is not her strong suit, and that is part of the reason why she didn't get her turn with Gus first, because once she gets her turn with something first, that's automatically hers and she doesn't want to share it with anyone. So we're working on that, right? Yeah, she's like, I'm not into that. So that is who Lyndon is, and that is Lyndon and our sweet Gussie Bear for Theme Thursday. Okay, so here is Saren. She is the next oldest. She is 1. She's just barely 1, but she is 1. She's not walking yet. She's one that you have to wrangle. She doesn't like to be still. And I gave her this little toy because she likes it. Let's show them the sound it makes. Yeah! It makes that fun sound. And this won't keep her amused for very, very long because obviously it's more of a baby toy. And she's growing into a toddler rapidly, but that's okay. It'll get us through the video. Right? Yeah. So she actually has really cute buttons on the back of this outfit. So let's scooch you around. Scooch around. All the way around. Yep, just like that. And she has these adorable, like, wood look buttons on the back of her cute dress and legging set. And also, her fancy little shoes have bows on the tops. So even though she didn't want to wear her hair bow, she is still participating in the theme. So Saren, as I said in her bedtime routine video very recently, she's blind. She inherited pretty much my eyes, although hers are normal sized and mine are tiny. She's kind of a complex little person. She doesn't like to be still. She's always on the move, crawling, scooting, rolling, whatever she feels like doing. She is very chatty. In fact, vocally, or linguistically, I should say, she's a little bit ahead of her age. She loves like sensory toys like that, like what she's holding, and she also loves like more complex toys like the bead maze and things like that. She looks outgoing because when she's in an environment where she's comfortable, she's constantly just reaching out and exploring and playing and interested in everything and climbing. Oh my goodness, she's a climber. But when you get her around someone that she doesn't know, she becomes extremely shy, and she has terrible separation anxiety. Terrible. She also really doesn't like to just be plopped down in the middle of the floor to play. She prefers to either be sitting up against a piece of furniture and from there she'll move, and she actually likes being in the play yard to play. So yeah, she's kind of an example of the law of contrast, I guess. So there she is for Theme Thursday, and now I'm going to move her before she can get herself into trouble. All right, here is my Aiden Michael. He is the next oldest at 6 months old, and he is another one who likes to be on the move some of the time, but who also can be very chill and very off in his own world. He's kind of an interesting combo of his sisters with some fun of his own. Yeah, is that fun? So we have this toy to entertain him. It's a caterpillar, and it twists and makes these fun sounds. It has teether rings right here. It has a button squeaker, a little, I think that's like a little mirror, and then it has some beads inside it that you can see and hear. So let me hold it for just a second so they can all see your outfit. So he is doing buttons and bows today because he's in this adorable little, well, actually buttons, bows, and cover-ups, because this is a coverall, and it's this adorable little faux suit. It's extremely soft. He loves it. And it even has the faux shoes, and he has a little bow tie up here at his neck, and then he has faux buttons on the front. So he's doing buttons and bows. Okay, buddy, here's your toy. There's your toy. Yeah. He's like, I don't care about it anymore. You took it away. Well, okay, but it's there if you want. He's like, no, just leave me alone. Leave me to dream. All right, suit yourself. He loves to just watch things and just, if something interests him, he'll stare at it for hours. And while he isn't saying words or anything crazy like that, he is very, very smart and gives a lot of signs of being very smart. He's also a really happy baby as long as he's entertained. He's, he doesn't like to be in one place for very long. He likes to be moved around. He likes to be where the action is. If he thinks that he's not where something is happening and he can hear it or see it, he's upset. If he's not involved, he's upset. But if he's entertained and if he's involved, he is just the sweetest, most outgoing charmer that you would ever meet. So that is my Aiden Michael. Okay, here's where the age order gets muddy, guys. This is to Leela. You met her last week. She is our Vulcan baby. And long story short, we don't actually know how old she is. Yeah, that gets into weird time travel kind of stuff, but let's just say that she is the approximate size in human terms of a 3-month-old, and developmentally she is somewhere between 3 and 6 months by human standards. And that's really all we've got. So I thought she was going to be awake for you guys. She was awake. Admittedly, she was fussy and not in a good mood. And I just laid her here, and she just popped her thumb in, put her little hand up behind her head, and conked right out. So yeah, that's okay. She can sleep. It's been really rainy all day, and she doesn't like the rain. She always seems to be out of sorts when it rains, so that's all right. She can have her nap, even though that probably means she's going to be up all night, which I don't want to think about that right now. Anyway, she's my little cheater this week because she is wearing what she is once again back in what she was wearing last week for Theme Thursday, because this is her coziest sleeper, and so yeah, I put it back on to comfort her on a rainy day. But she does have 2 little bows on the front. There's one, and the other one is hidden by her arm, but I'm not going to make her take her thumb out to show you. But she does have some little bows. And she was supposed to have a headband too, which actually had a button and a bow, but she wouldn't wear it. She does not like things on her head. So her personality, typically when she's awake, she's pretty content. She is very vocal and curious. She likes looking at complex patterns. She enjoys playing with like cause and effect type toys. She loves to just study her environment. When she's not happy, she's like really not happy. There's not really much of an in between for her. She's either fine and adorable and happy and content, and you couldn't wish for a sweeter baby, or she's screaming. Those are her two modes. And she is amazingly empathic for such a small baby. If you pick her up and you're a little sad that day, or a little, things aren't going well or whatever, sometimes it will make her upset as well, because she is a touch telepath, which I mentioned last week in her video. But at other times, especially if she's really calm and she's not hungry or not wet or anything like that, she'll like reach out and stroke your cheek. It's like she really wants to make you feel better, and I believe she really does. So she's an absolute sweetheart. And last but certainly not least, my sweet little Una Shay. I made her this little pillow nest, and she's doing all right in it. And she is just all decked out in bows galore for Theme Thursday. So we can't overlook the fabulous hat, even though it doesn't have a bow. But this outfit is just ruffles and bows out the wazoo. From collar all the way to her toesies. She has a bow on each foot, and if I just turn her around, there's one on her bottom. It's under the edge of her top, so you can hardly see it. There we go. Okay, so I hope you can still see her after I moved her all around. But she is my littlest one. So Una was a preemie. She was born 2 months early, and she is technically 4 months old. But with preemies, you do a thing where you subtract the number of months early that they were from their age, so to create something called adjusted age, which is representative more of where they should be developmentally. And she is 2 months old, adjusted. You immediately know where you stand with Una, because while if she feels something, she's loud about it. All the time, whatever it is, you know. So you know when she's happy, you know when she's sad, you know when she's uncomfortable, you know when she's hungry. Anything she feels it with all of herself and at the top of her little voice. And she's mostly a happy baby though. And she is very curious. She is really into the mouthing things now. So anything she can reach goes in her mouth. And she loves snuggles. She's very playful. She is starting to like surprise games. She doesn't really understand peekaboo yet, but like if you have a toy and you hide it and then you pop it back up, she thinks that's really funny. She's starting to laugh a little bit. She's just a very happy, chatty baby. So that is everyone, and that's all their personalities and their ages. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of them for Theme Thursday. And I hope some of you will do this tag. And if you have a lot of babies, you don't have to do everyone if you don't want to. You certainly can if you want to. If you have one baby, you're still equally welcome. Or if you have a non-traditional type of doll, or maybe a plush friend like our friend Gilly over at Wednesday and Gilly Together. Everyone's welcome. So again, if you decide to do it, please let me know so that I can share your video and be sure to watch it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed getting to know my sweet babies better. And I will see you again next time. Take care, everyone, and God bless. Bye!